up, y'all? Welcome back to another beat making video. This is another sample video, so let's go ahead and get right into the sample.
The time is right. You hold me tight, and love's got me high.
All right. So with this one here, as usual, I start with the sample. Always got to speed it up, and then I'll show you guys what I did as far as like the plugins wise. Alright, so the first thing, like I said, I did, went ahead and speed up the sample, so I came up with something like this here. And then I just found a loop within the sample and just kept replaying that loop. So when you put it together, you have something like this here. And that's pretty much the loop. So the next thing we went ahead and did was added some plugins here. First things first, air kill, took away the low end. Have something like this here. Next thing I did, added an air phaser. After adding the air phaser, that, you know, just kind of gave it that nice little classic feel, like it's gonna be something sick, you feel me? And then after that, went ahead and added a S1 imager. This is by Waves, and just knocked it up to 2.0 on the width, and spread my sample out so you had something a little bit wider that sounded like this here. And right after that, that's pretty much the sample when you think about it. So you have 3 plugins, 2 of them are stock plugins within DigiDesign. That's what I love. Don't ever underestimate the sample, the stock plugins within, you know, your DAW, your DAW system, your workstation. You feel me? Because those sometimes the simplest plugins could, you know, make or break a record. You know, once I had the plugins in there, I pretty much played the sample, and I'll let you guys hear what it sounds like here. Alright, so for the next thing, what I went ahead and did, I copied that same track. Basically I made a duplicate track, and then filtered out everything, all the high end, cut all that stuff off, and I'll show you guys what I got for the bass here. Alright, so again, I'm using some plugins for the bass. What I have here, it sounds like this with all the plugins in it right here. Let me show you guys how I got that sound. So again, like I said, we made a duplicate. Started with air kill, killed the highs. Too much punch in the record. Simply added EQ. Still too much punch, added another EQ. Still too much punch, added the plugin called Center. basically what I did, I took out some of the sides, took out some of the center a little bit, just to get rid of some of that punch because it's the bass. And then I wanted to enhance the frequencies where it's not kicking at, so I added a max bass. From there, went ahead and blurred everything together using a low air plugin, and then from there, went ahead and spread out the samples so you can really hear the bass using an S1 imager again. And with everything together, this is what I pretty much got for the sample so far. I want to thank you guys for watching, and here's the sample.